I want to talk about hip hop, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk too long about it. I want y'all to read the book. I say a lot of things in the book. By show of hands or round of applause, how many people here like hip hop? Yeah. Everybody, right? Everybody. How many people know somebody who hasn't heard of hip hop? Everybody knows about this. You know, 35, 40 years ago, hip hop was not on TV, it wasn't on the radio, it wasn't in magazines, it wasn't in the newspapers, it wasn't on the internet, of course. You know, when I was growing up, the only place I could hear hip hop was in the streets. I grew up in Brooklyn, and I remember my first experience that I can recall with hip hop. I'm in first grade, it's 1981, we on recess, and we would go outside and play baseball during recess with the little wiffle ball and the plastic bat. And everybody wanted to be Reggie Jackson back then, you know what I'm saying? In New York, you know, Reggie was the man for the Yankees. And so we playing baseball, and some older kids is on the back side of the schoolyard, you know what I'm saying? They probably smoking reefer or cigarettes, drinking beer, shooting dice, but they had the boom box. And they're playing Planet Rock by African Bambaataa, you know what I'm saying? So I was so intrigued that I told my friends, look, I'm gonna play the outfield in this baseball game. So I played the outfield on defense. And I purposely let a ball get past me in the outfield. I was a good baseball player. You guys, this guy. I purposely let a ball get past me because I wanted it to roll all the way down there so I would have an excuse to go down there and get closer to them older kids, you know, and, you know, the teacher didn't really want us down there. And so, you know, I asked them, you know, what song was this? And they told me, and then I asked them, can you play it again? And back in those days, we ain't have, you know, iPod shuffles to hit repeat. They had to rewind it, you know what I mean? They played it again. And when recess was over and the teacher's calling us inside, I was like the last one to leave the schoolyard because I never knew if or when I would ever hear that song again, Planet Rock, you know? So back in the days, you know, you really had to call the radio station and request your favorite song because you couldn't pull it up on YouTube or SoundCloud, you know what I mean? And I remember vividly hearing Planet Rock in the first grade. Some of them brothers was breaking and pop locking to it. And I remember the lines, rock it, don't stop it. Y'all gotta rock it, don't stop. Let's rock it, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop. All right, so if you look on Wikipedia, Planet Rock was released in 1986. I vividly remember it in 1981. That's because the streets had it first. It took a while for the corporations to realize, yo, we can make money off of these cats. And then they marketed it. Then it hit radio. Then it hit TV. So there was a moment when I realized the only place I could really hear nonstop hip hop music was at the block parties, the jams. The block parties occurred right outside my bedroom window 3 or 4 times each summer. And they kicked off in the afternoon, but they really got heated at night. And me being like 6, 7 years old, I ain't really supposed to be out there after dark, late at night, you know what I mean? But I'm on the first floor, so I could open up my window and watch the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? And furthermore, my first floor window ain't had no bars on it, like the second floor and the third floor, so I could hop right out that window and go to the jam, which I did. And one night I'm at the jam and I call myself dancing with this older lady, and she's smoking a cigarette while she dancing, her arms are swinging back and forth, and while I'm trying to dance with her, she burned me right in the ear with her lit cigarette. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, and I try to play it off and act tough like it ain't bothering me that much so I could continue partying and jamming. So it's pretty special to me. And it's pretty special to people from our generation and people from our city, because back then, hip hop was not on the West Coast. Hip hop was not down south. Hip hop was not in Canada. Hip hop was not in the Caribbean. Hip hop was not in the Midwest. Hip hop was not in Europe, Africa, Japan. Hip hop wasn't on any of those places yet. Early in my life, it wasn't even in New Jersey. It was only in our 5 boroughs, Long Island, Mount Vernon, some of the surrounding areas. So I don't claim to be one of the founding fathers of hip hop, but I love to say, when hip hop was born, I was in the delivery room. I was there. You know what I'm saying? So I love it.